People over 60 believe that adding more vitamins to their routine is always a good thing. The shelves in health stores are lined with bottles that promise energy, strength, and longevity, so it feels natural to think that taking as many as possible will give the body what it needs. But the truth is far more complicated. The real problem is not the lack of vitamins, but the wrong kind of vitamins taken in the wrong way. With age, the body changes. Digestion slows, absorption becomes less efficient, and the way the body processes nutrients is different than it was at 40 or 50. Once harmless or even helpful can now become a hidden stressor. Many seniors never realize that their fatigue, muscle cramps, digestive upset might be linked to something as simple as the vitamins sitting in their cabinet. Lies in the assumption that vitamins are universally safe, no matter the dose, form, or timing. This is where marketing often overshadows science. Bottle might claim supports energy or improves immunity, but behind the promise are compounds that can interact poorly with an aging body. For example, certain fat-soluble vitamins, if taken in excess, accumulate in tissues instead of passing out through urine. Over time, up to levels that cause harm. Other vitamins can compete with minerals for absorption, leaving the body with an imbalance that creates more problems than solutions. The real issue is not that vitamins are dangerous of a 70-year-old handles them differently than that of someone half their age. What makes this problem especially concerning is that it often goes unnoticed. A senior might take a multivitamin daily for years, feeling confident they're covering their bases, but instead of gaining energy, they feel more sluggish. Instead of strengthening bones, they experience more aches. They may not think to connect these issues with the supplements they trust because the cultural message has always been that vitamins are harmless helpers. Blind trust keeps the cycle going, sometimes for decades. The hidden danger is not obvious side effects, but subtle, creeping imbalances that reduce vitality and resilience. Another reason this problem is overlooked is that most people assume more is better. If one vitamin helps, more, right? Unfortunately, the body doesn't work that way. Nutrients interact in delicate ratios, and when one is overloaded, then forces another into deficiency. For instance, too much of one vitamin can weaken the absorption of another mineral that's vital for the heart, bones, or nervous system. The result is that a person might faithfully follow a healthy routine, yet unknowingly sabotage their own health. This is why clarity matters more than quantity. It's not about filling a pill box with more supplements, which ones truly support an aging body and which ones quietly chip away at health. Problem is also made worse by the fact that the supplement industry is not as tightly regulated as prescription medications. Labels may not always reflect quality, purity, or even the true dosage of what's inside. A senior who thinks they're taking a safe, moderate amount may actually be consuming much more than their body can handle. Combine that with the natural decline in liver and kidney efficiency that comes with aging, and the risk compounds even more. What could be filtered out at 40 may linger at 70, causing strain on organs already working harder than before. This problem matters because seniors often have the most to gain from the right nutrients and the most to lose from the wrong ones. Vitamins are powerful tools when used wisely, but tools can also do damage if handled incorrectly. Imagine giving a carpenter the wrong sized tool for the job. Not only would it fail to help, it might even break what they're trying to fix. That is exactly how misplaced trust in supplements works. Without the right guidance, may be weighed down by unnecessary compounds instead of uplifted by targeted nutrition. The good news is that this problem is not impossible to solve. Becoming aware of it can shift their perspective from take everything to take what truly matters. It begins with understanding how the body has changed with age, how absorption has slowed, and how certain vitamins no longer serve the same purpose they once did. Awareness itself is the first step toward reclaiming energy, strength in health choices. Once the hidden problem is revealed, the path forward becomes much clearer, not more pills, but the right ones in the right balance. Someone crosses 60, the body begins to move into a new season of life. Energy is not the same. Recovery from illness or injury takes longer. Organs that filter and process nutrients are no longer working with the same efficiency they once had. This is why the choices made around vitamins and supplements become more critical than ever. What might have been tolerated at 50 can now create strain. Seemed harmless a decade ago can quietly drain vitality if ignored. The reason it matters now is simple. Mistakes in nutrition that went unnoticed in younger years now have larger consequences. The margin of error narrows with age, demands greater precision in how it is cared for. Another reason it matters now is that chronic conditions tend to rise after 60. Blood sugar imbalances, high blood pressure, weaker bones, and declining memory become common concerns. These are not just isolated problems, they are influenced by the nutrients, or the lack of the right nutrients, circulating in the body. The wrong vitamins can worsen these conditions, can help stabilize, and even improve them. For example, too much of a certain vitamin can thicken the blood, making circulation harder, while too little of another can weaken bones at a time when falls are already more dangerous. The balance is delicate. At this stage of life can reduce quality of living in ways that are both subtle and profound. It also matters now because of the lifestyle changes that come with aging. Many seniors eat less food than before, either because of smaller appetites, dental challenges, issues. This naturally reduces nutrient intake, which can create deficiencies if not handled wisely. At the same time, absorbs fewer nutrients from the foods consumed, so even eating well may not be enough to cover the body's needs. This is where supplements can be powerful allies, but only if they are chosen carefully. Otherwise, they become just another stressor. The body is already doing more work to maintain energy and balance, so adding the wrong vitamins can be like putting sand in the gears of a machine that's already slowing down. The timing is also important because this stage of life is when independence is most valued. The ability to stay active, walk without pain, remember clearly, enjoy social connections depends greatly on health. Supplements and vitamins are often seen as shortcuts to preserve this independence. Only work if they are aligned with what the body actually needs. Now is not the time for guesswork or following trends. The cost of a misstep is too high. A pill that promises energy but taxes the heart, or a capsule that claims to boost immunity but disrupts the liver, can take away the very freedom seniors are trying to protect. On top of that, medication use is far more common after 60. Seniors are on prescriptions for blood pressure, cholesterol, or diabetes. Each of these medications can interact with vitamins, sometimes in ways that amplify side effects or reduce effectiveness. A vitamin that seemed perfectly safe in isolation may cause complications when layered onto a daily pill routine. This makes the stakes higher than ever. Seniors can no longer think of vitamins as harmless extras. They must be viewed as part of the larger health picture. Every capsule swallowed plays a role in how well the body functions day to day. Another layer of urgency is that habits set in these years will carry forward into the decades to come. A 70-year-old who takes the time to correct imbalances now is investing in energy clarity and mobility for their 80s and 90s. On the other hand, ignoring the importance of choosing wisely can mean compounding issues that will be harder to reverse later. It is far easier to adjust now, switch from harmful to helpful supplements, than to repair the damage that accumulates over time. Ultimately, because seniors deserve the chance to feel their best in the years ahead, retirement should be about enjoying family, pursuing passions, living without unnecessary health worries. That vision is much harder to achieve if fatigue, muscle weakness, or unexplained discomfort become daily companions, and often, issues is not some mysterious disease, but something as simple as taking the wrong vitamins day after day. With awareness, the solution is within reach. By paying attention to what the body truly needs and letting go of what no longer serves it, seniors can secure the vitality and peace of mind they've worked so hard to enjoy. When it comes to supplements, most people assume that if a little is good, be better, but that thinking can be dangerous, especially after 60. The body no longer processes everything as efficiently as it once did. Some vitamins that appear safe on the surface can actually work against long-term health. Understanding what to avoid is just as important as knowing what to take. The wrong supplement can silently drain energy, interfere with medications, or put unnecessary strain on organs that are already working harder with age. Mistakes is overdosing on fat-soluble vitamins, unlike water-soluble ones, which are flushed out if taken in excess. Fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, up in the body. That buildup can create toxicity over time. For example, vitamin A has been linked to bone loss and fractures in older adults, exactly the opposite of what most seniors want. A vitamin E may thin the blood excessively, increasing the risk of bleeding. These effects don't happen overnight, but they quietly accumulate, showing up months or later as fragility or unexpected health issues. Avoiding these vitamins entirely, they're still necessary, but it is about avoiding excess and steering clear of megadoses that promise quick fixes. Common pitfall is taking synthetic forms of certain vitamins. Not all supplements are created equal, often struggles to recognize or use synthetic versions the same way it uses nutrients from whole foods. For instance, synthetic folic acid can build up in the blood if the body cannot convert it efficiently, potentially masking vitamin B12 deficiency, a serious risk for older adults. Similarly, poorly absorbed forms of magnesium or calcium can lead to digestive distress, kidney stones, or calcification in the wrong tissues. Seniors need to be cautious about the quality and source of their supplements, choosing bioavailable forms that the body can actually use instead of fillers that add little value and can even cause harm. It's also wise to be careful with iron. While iron is essential for younger people, especially women before menopause, excess iron in older adults can be dangerous. The body doesn't excrete iron easily, so it tends to accumulate, especially in men and postmenopausal women. Too much iron can damage organs like the liver and heart by creating oxidative stress. Unless a doctor confirms a deficiency through blood tests, iron supplements are usually unnecessary and potentially harmful in this stage of life. Seniors continue taking multivitamins with iron out of habit, not realizing they no longer need it. Blends can reduce risk and lighten the load on vital organs. Another supplement trap is taking calcium in the wrong form or in excessive amounts. For decades, calcium was marketed as the ultimate bone protector. Recent studies show that too much supplemental calcium, especially without the balancing effects of magnesium and vitamin K2, can lead to calcium deposits in arteries instead of bones. The risk of heart disease and stroke. The key is not to avoid calcium completely, but to avoid taking it in isolation or in high doses. Come from pairing it with the right partners and focusing on dietary sources first. It's also important to avoid supplements that promise dramatic results without scientific backing. The market is full of flashy labels claiming to boost energy overnight, fat, or reverse aging. Many of these products are packed with stimulants, fillers, or combinations of herbs and synthetic ingredients that have not been tested in seniors. What might be marketed as natural does not automatically mean safe, especially when combined with prescription medications. Seniors often already take multiple medications, and these flashy supplements can create unpredictable interactions that weaken the heart, disrupt sleep, or stress the kidneys. Soluble vitamins, which are generally safer, can become harmful when taken in excessive amounts. High doses of vitamin C, for instance, may cause kidney stones. B6 can lead to nerve damage over time, resulting in numbness or tingling. The body's tolerance for excess shrinks with age. Moderation more important than ever. A balanced, thoughtful approach always outperforms a heavy-handed one. Finally, mindset of set it and forget it. Health needs change with time, and a supplement routine that worked at 50 may no longer be suitable at 70. Outdated habits can create risks without realizing it. Regular check-ins, simple blood work, or by discussing changes with a trusted health professional help ensure the vitamins taken are truly serving the body's current needs. Line is simple: not every vitamin is your friend, and not every supplement belongs on the shelf. Avoiding excess doses, synthetic forms, unnecessary iron, and misleading marketing can save years of frustration and protect the body from avoidable harm. Supplements should support the body, not sabotage it. By knowing what to avoid, seniors can clear the clutter and focus on what truly supports strength, energy, and longevity. The truth about supplements is that while some can drain your energy and quietly weaken your health, others have the power to restore vitality, protect your organs, keep your working the way it should as you age. The better choice is never about swallowing the largest handful of pills or chasing quick results. Selecting the right nutrients in the right form at the right dose, creating a balance that supports your body rather than overwhelming it. For seniors, especially those over 60, this choice can make the difference between feeling drained and stiff or feeling strong and mobile well into the later years. Better choice is to focus on nutrients that directly address the most common weaknesses that come with age: bone health, muscle strength, heart protection, clarity. Instead of wasting money on synthetic blends that promise everything but deliver little, lean into vitamins and minerals with proven benefits in these specific areas. For example, vitamin D3 combined with vitamin K2 is a powerful duo. Helps the body absorb calcium effectively, while K2 ensures that calcium goes where it belongs, in the bones and teeth, instead of clogging the arteries. Combination not only strengthens the skeleton, but also protects the heart, giving seniors support in two critical areas with a single decision. Another smart choice is magnesium, one of the most overlooked minerals. Magnesium plays a role in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body: relaxation, energy production, and blood sugar regulation. Many seniors are deficient in it, which contributes to cramps, restless sleep, and fatigue. Option here is to choose a highly absorbable form such as magnesium glycinate or citrate rather than oxide, which is poorly absorbed and often causes digestive distress. The right form of magnesium can calm the nervous system, ease muscle tension, stabilize energy levels throughout the day. For brain health and nerve function, B vitamins, especially B12, become critical. Unlike in younger years, often struggle to absorb B12 from food because stomach acid production decreases with age. This makes supplementation in an active form the better choice, as it bypasses the absorption challenges. Adequate B12 not only protects against anemia, but also supports memory, mood, cognitive clarity. It's not about taking every B vitamin blindly, but ensuring the most crucial ones, like B12, are supported in forms the body can actually use. Fatty acids also stand out as one of the best choices seniors can make. While not technically a vitamin, they act like one in their importance. 3's reduce inflammation, protect the heart, and keep joints supple. They are especially beneficial for brain function, slowing down cognitive decline and sharpening focus. Choosing a high-quality fish oil or algae-based supplement ensures the body gets the essential EPA and DHA it cannot produce on its own. This decision supports both physical and mental vitality, making everyday tasks easier and more enjoyable. Also involves being selective about what not to include. Instead of multivitamins packed with iron, copper, and synthetic fillers, supplements that are stripped down, targeted, and tailored to actual needs. Quality over quantity is the guiding principle here. It's better to take 4 supplements in the right forms and doses than to swallow a dozen low-quality ones that compete with each other and stress the system. Appreciates precision, not overload. Food-based or whole food-derived vitamins are another smart upgrade. Supplements made from concentrated fruits, vegetables, and herbs provide nutrients in the way the body naturally recognizes them. While they may not deliver megadoses, work more effectively because the body absorbs and uses them in harmony with other compounds. This approach bridges the gap between diet and supplementation, offering support without replacing the value of real food. Equally important is timing. The better choice means not just what you take, but when you take it. Some vitamins are best absorbed with food, others on an empty stomach. Taking magnesium before bed, for example, helps promote restful sleep, while vitamin D in the morning aligns with the body's natural rhythm of sunlight exposure. Seniors who pay attention to timing find that they get more noticeable benefits from the same supplements because absorption improves and side effects decrease. Ultimately, comes down to listening to the body. Supplements are tools, not miracles. The right ones reduce pain, improve mobility, sharpen the mind, and strengthen immunity. They allow seniors to keep living independently, enjoying daily walks, playing with grandchildren, or traveling without constant fatigue or aches. Instead of chasing every new pill advertised, the wiser path is to be selective, intentional, and consistent, making these better choices, picking nutrients that truly support aging, avoiding toxic excess on quality and timing. Seniors can protect their health and unlock more energy than they thought possible at their age. The journey is not about resisting aging, but about aging with strength, clarity, and confidence. Every supplement decision is a vote for how the body will feel tomorrow, even a decade from now. Choosing wisely now builds a stronger, more vibrant future. Power of health improvement comes not from knowing what to do, but from actually applying it every single day in a way that feels simple and sustainable. Think that making changes requires complicated routines or a long list of new habits, but the truth is that consistency is built through small, repeatable actions. Cation becomes easy when you strip away the clutter and focus only on what delivers the most noticeable benefits. Seniors especially benefit from this approach. The body thrives on steady, gentle support rather than sudden, drastic shifts. Start by creating a rhythm that fits naturally into your day. For example, instead of trying to take multiple pills at different times, align them with things you already do. If you drink your morning tea or coffee, keep your vitamin D K2 right next to the mug. This creates a visual reminder that builds the habit without extra effort. If magnesium helps you sleep better, bedside table so you naturally take it before bed. This small act transforms supplements from a chore into a seamless part of your daily flow. Pairing new actions with existing habits is one of the simplest ways to ensure follow-through. It's not about willpower, making the healthier choice the easier choice. If omega-3 capsules are best taken with meals, set them beside your salt or pepper shaker so you never forget. If hydration is key, fill a glass of water before sitting down for lunch and add the supplement you need at that time. These micro adjustments add up to a system that runs on autopilot, making consistency effortless. Another way to simplify daily application is to prepare in advance. Seniors find that organizing vitamins in a weekly pill organizer removes all confusion and guesswork. Instead of opening multiple bottles each day, you only spend a few minutes once a week setting things up. This single step saves time, reduces stress, and ensures you're never left wondering if you forgot something. Consistency becomes far easier when decisions are already made ahead of time. Equally important is keeping things minimal. A shelf lined with dozens of bottles. In fact, the fewer you have, the easier it is to stick with them. Focus on the essentials, the nutrients that give the most benefit, and drop the rest. Quality over quantity ensures not only better results, but also greater simplicity. The body responds better to a few targeted supports rather than an overload of competing compounds. Streamlining also makes the habit lighter and more sustainable over the long run. Daily application is not just about supplements, but also about timing and balance. For instance, consistency with vitamin D means taking it at roughly the same time each morning, usually with fat-containing food for absorption. Best in the evening, calming the nervous system before sleep. By matching supplements to the body's natural rhythms, you get more from the same effort. About taking more and more about taking correctly. Tracking progress adds another layer of success. Keep a small notebook or even a calendar where you jot down how you feel. Did you sleep better? Were your legs less achy? Did you feel sharper mentally? Over time, this creates a pattern that shows you the payoff of your consistency. The brain loves feedback, and seeing real results makes you far more likely to keep going. It shifts the routine from something you should do into something you want to do, because the benefits become obvious. It also helps to build rituals around health rather than viewing them as tasks. Think of taking supplements as an act of self-care. you give your body what it truly needs. When you take your vitamins in the morning, pause for a moment and remind yourself that you're fueling strength and energy for the day ahead. When you take magnesium at night, preparing your body for deep rest and repair. This mental shift turns routine into ritual, making it more meaningful and enjoyable. Of course, part of long-term success. Missing a dose occasionally is not failure, it's life. What matters is the trend over weeks and months. Focus on the bigger picture rather than chasing perfection. By being kind to yourself and aiming for consistency instead of rigidity, you're more likely to sustain the habit for years. Daily application made easy is about design, not discipline. You design your environment, your reminders, and your routines so that healthy actions happen almost automatically. Over time, what once felt like effort becomes second nature and the results compound. Stronger bones, steadier energy, clearer thinking, and better sleep don't come from a single pill or one-time action. They come from small, steady choices made every day. Choices are simplified and aligned with your natural rhythm. The benefits keep building without draining your energy or motivation. With the right system in place, you can turn health advice into lived results, transforming daily life into a steady path of vitality and independence. Seniors who master this simple rhythm often find themselves feeling not just stable but renewed, able to walk with more ease, rest with more depth, and live with more freedom. It all starts with making the daily application simple, automatic, and meaningful.